now we have the unboxing of something that could be for the garden railway, or maybe not, but we'll just see what's here. It's quite a largish box, as you can see, in comparison to the lathe behind it, and it's something I bought as second hand. Quite reasonably well packed, and you'll see as soon as it comes out that it's one of those Wilesco steam engines. I'll just turn the box around so we'll sit on it. There. Oh, maybe that's not the best way of displaying it. There we are. A tatty box, faded on the top. Wasn't sure. I'm not sure as you see the box. A bit torn on the corners. Well, what sort of thing you're going to get inside it. And then, oops, I just dropped the box to the side. This is it. Though of course, the difficulty with this one is, oh, there's a springy band off there. Let's put that back onto its little pulley. That will look better. I've just repositioned the camera so that we can get a slightly better view of it, I hope. So there it is. What we have is the steam boiler and steam motor over to one side. I'll move in a little bit like that. The interesting thing about this one is that it has a pressure gauge on top of the steam boiler. That's not normal for small stationary steam engines. It's the classic Wilesco steam motor that's on there, which is has an eccentric operating a little pilot valve. So it's not an oscillating valve mechanism, it's the Wilesco mechanism. That is the steam regulator, the pressure valve, the sight glass. It has been used. Interesting little touches with these Wilesco. They're all very much the same. That's quite stiff to pull out. But inside here there are holes down the side of the holder for the burner tray. Can't see it. There are holes in the side of the burner tray where you put your solid fuel tablets, and there are holes down the sides of a slide. So it's possible to adjust the flame by adjusting the position of the burner in here, which is a nice little touch. I'm afraid if I swing this round it's going to fall down into the... Oh, that's confusing because there is a real lathe behind it. And the tools are quite nicely modelled. This drill has got the bands going around the pillar part of the drill, down round the back to pulley at the back, and then up to the lay shaft running along the roof, inside the roof, a nice roof. And I think it's approximately, or near enough to what people call G-scale to work in the garden. We've got the hacksaw in the back there, a circular saw there, and quite an attractive Wilesco style, the standard style boiler there. If I hold it so it doesn't fall down into the box, and maybe just turn it round a bit further, then a nice touch is that you've got a drip tray at the back, at the bottom of the smokestack, the boiler there. Just move that round to catch some of the drips from the steam outlet. And that's a nice little touch. Reasonably solid base. And here you can see the back of the classic Wilesco motor. It has been run with proper oil in it, so that's running quite freely. And this is the eccentric which will drive the pilot valve or whatever valve is inside there to control the double acting steam cylinder. And then if I turn it all the way around, So all in all, it has quite a few nice features for anybody who's interested in engineering, models and engineering. And there it goes. You can see we'll have to get it steaming. You can see the hacksaw working, the circular saw, the grinder and the drill, as that will be turned by the motor, the steam engine at that end. So what I can say is that this is a very attractive model. You are able to buy these brand new from the suppliers for around about £300, maybe a little less, depending on what discounts are available at the time. Second hand, possibly about £150, which is a reasonable price to pay for them second hand, and depending on condition and circumstances. There are some discounters that seem to be offering brand new ones for about the £270 mark, but you know, you're getting a reasonable amount of engineering, and for the price of a 00 gauge loco, well, it's difficult to price these things up. I've got something just a little bit different, and actually, given the price of buildings for garden rail layouts, then what you've got there is something that's a little bit different, that will work. You can run it in the sun, and therefore offers a bit of interest on the garden railway, and you're not paying much more than you would for a couple of static buildings to put on your garden railway. Obviously it's not something to be left out in the rain, it's something to just place there for a bit of interest for a time that you might be playing with trains outdoors. But that's just my thought now. So very pleased with this and the quality, general standard and quality of the engineering that's into this. Some pressed steel, some cast steel, and quite a nicely made little pillar drill with features such as the rise and fall table to show the drilling action, and the hacksaw has got a little vise on it. So lovely little touches. Sorry, what's happened there? Was that my hand that made it go out of focus? A nice blurry picture to finish with. Shall I do a super zoom and see what we get? Let's have a look. No, can't seem to cope with that. Ah, there we go. Super zoom of some pulleys, bands. That's the overhead shaft, the pressure gauge there, nicely detailed. You can see the oil filler there on top of the cylinder, and then the bands which driving the various objects, and that's there, I believe, is the end of the vise on the hacksaw.